is engineering the fourth industrial revolution to create opportunities and transformation within the built environment. And I'm very happy that we have a lot of what I call people of the future, the youth. And I'm sure most of you, especially those who are this sort of, who are my colleagues, every time you'll hear your children say, okay, Daddy, maybe can I help you to work with your gadget, because the people of the past, of the present, are not really averse with technology. So, but I'm happy that the people of the future are here, and we are happy that the BBCBE youth, I need to basically recognize them, that they Rantike is here. As the teacher said, that, may I recognize all the presidents of the member association of BBC, and recognize our deputy president, who's not here, Tate Denima Masimin, and then now this one is okay. First of all, she's a TG here, but she's a president of SAWIC, one of our only women organizations. TG, can recognize her. The CEO who will come as well. And then the chair of the youth, as I said, Tate Ranteke. And can I also recognize the chair of the most prominent visible organization in our industry, the Construction Industry Development Board, Mesindani. I recognize you. And from the CBE, on the professional side, I've seen the CEO, she's here. I recognize her. Ole, the deputy chairperson, Mema Pif, we recognize you. And then from the Public Works, who's our line ministry, Kibonin Tate Mulatelo, I recognize and Tate. And all the other CEOs of organizations, you have been recognized. I believe Sandral is here. SACP, CMP could not be here. They apologized. Tate Nkosi and Tate Matutle have some commitments, but they've sent somebody here. And of course, our stalwarts. I'll be doing a very serious if I don't recognize our stalwarts. I can see quite a few of them, they know themselves. I'm not too sure if I can take my position and say, let's encourage the youth, the people of the future, and ask all the stalwarts to please stand up. All the stalwarts. Baitsi Babona, Optomi, Datunoyana, and Kantatuma Kevin, Datustuke. Yeah, colleagues, these are the people who have served the industry for years in, year out. Difficult, lovely, they never stop to participate in the issues and matters of black business. We really appreciate your contribution, and I just think that the people of the future will also take the cue from them. Now, the fourth industrial revolution, colleagues, is not something which is new. We are already there, okay? It's just that it's only now getting a lot of pronouncement and visibility. I mean, all of us have heard about this thing called artificial intelligence, where cars drive themselves or park themselves and so forth. Somebody was telling me that one guy in China married a robot woman. So it is here now. Coming to our industry, the construction, when you look at the whole value chain of the construction industry, you've got a lot of steps that must be followed, right from the time when somebody dreamed to have a need of some sort, and until you hand over this building. And I think with the 4IR, we have the opportunity to basically fast track and improve the situation. The current model of procurement, for instance, by government, it's very long. Just to procure a 10 million rands contract, let's say a police station or clinic, it takes you almost 5 years. It's too long. And that's why I think that with the the industrial revolution, all the technology that are available, those are some of the things that we can fast track. You look at the current system of payment, the famous payment, where service providers and contractors are not being paid within the 30 days. I mean, some people get paid, I'm told, after 6 months, some of them even for a year. So I think as we deliberate, those are the issues that this conference must also touch upon. We all know the whole steps from your concept, to your design development, your feasibility stage, then your procurement documentation stage, and then you've got construction. Now in construction, you've got all those things. How do you deal with payments? Your VOs, your measurements and so forth, the rates, and of course, the last item being the final account. I mean, I was just talking to colleagues out there that some of them are still waiting for 7 years to be paid the final account. Okay, so those are the issues that some of the experts are going to basically help us, with this to say how do we fast track those things. And on the field which I'm in, there's this thing called BIM, and I'm happy that one of our youth will be talking about that because there's a future. And colleagues, those of us who are used to do things the old way, like generating an income, going to site, measure with that steel tape, and then making reference to the those things. I think it's a matter of time. They're going to be a thing of the past. So we hope that this conference will then make sure that will give us to say moving to the future how we're going to fast track those things. I mean, if you look at the amount of money which is owed to the industry, it runs into billions. All right, and just imagine if those billions could be released just by paying all those billions that are owed to service providers and contractors. What will make on our GDP. I mean, we're currently sitting at below our GDP is sitting around about under 2%. And I'm almost certain that if we can get that money circulating in the economy, immediately the economy will grow by around 5 to 7%. But that's where I think the industrial revolution will help us to deal with those things. So on that score, Pilot, can I officially declare this conference open and request that you enjoy yourself, and hopefully we'll come out and learn one or two things from this conference. Thank you.